Absolute Radio is where you can hear Prince, Mumford and Sons,
I will wait for you,
and The Killers.
Can you read my mind?
Absolute Radio,
where real music matters.
Absolute Radio is the home of rock and roll football. Barclays Premier League football commentary every Saturday afternoon.
Iain Lee.
Absolute Radio.
Good evening, dear listener. My name's Dave Gorman. Joined as always by Macca Pacca. Good evening, Macca Pacca.
Good evening.
We'll talk in a minute, but tomorrow I was interviewing Ringo Starr from the Beatles.
You are indeed.
I am interviewing Ringo Starr of the Beatles tomorrow, and it will go out some point this week. I know not when. I don't care when, to be I don't care if we never play it out, but I'm going to sit at home and I'm going to have it put onto a cassette, onto a C90 on a loop, just continuously on both sides of the C90. I'm going to put it into my tape player, have it on the thing where it auto-changes when it gets to the end, and just sit there and listen to it in a darkened room whilst touching my penis. That's what I'm doing for the next 6 months of my lives. For I, dear listener, tomorrow have got 10 whole minutes with a Beatle. Thank you. What are you doing with your life tomorrow at midday, kids? Huh? Nothing! It's a bloody Beatle, that's what! It's Ringo Starr, my favourite Beatle! Do I dare take something to be signed? I don't know, because he doesn't sign stuff anymore.
Really?
He doesn't sign stuff. It was the big furore years ago. Oh, no, about a year ago. 6 months ago, where he said he doesn't sign stuff anymore. And at home, I was going through my Beatles CDs going, well, which would be the best to sign? And, of course, here's the question, kids. Here's the quiz question of the evening, dear listener. What is the best Beatles album to get signed? Now, not necessarily the best Beatles record. Not saying that. It's an obvious answer. 0330 123 1215. What is the best Beatles album to get signed? It's a simple answer. 0330 123 1215. So I have this CD on my dining table at home. It's there, and I've got a pen and everything. And I'm thinking, do I take it? Do I dare ask for a photo and ask for Ringo, one of the Beatles, to sign this Beatles CD for me?
You could just leave it on the table in front of him with the pen.
And just look at it and go, sorry, my CD. I could do. I don't know. It's one of those things. It's an opportunity too good to miss.
Yeah.
I'm never going to meet a Beatle again. I doubt very much, however much I want him to, it's very unlikely at the end of it he's going to say, oh, that was a good interview, Ian. Do you want to come round my mansion for tea? Oh, hang on, line one might know. Line one, what's the best Beatles album to get signed?
This has got to be Hard Day's Night or Help.
Oh, get lost. No! What are you talking about? There's one album that's so obviously the best album to get signed. Line two, what's the best Beatles album to get signed?
I don't know, mate.
Oh. What are you calling in for?
You got a good posse tonight, mate. It's going to be a good show.
Well, thanks very much. That's very kind of you.
It is, isn't it? Considering I'm not normally very kind.
No, but I know that I know that you've got a girlfriend who's slightly better looking than you, and you're getting your end away a bit. So things must be working out for you.
3 times a day, no messing.
Yeah, she's getting it 6 times a day though.
What?
There's obviously one album that is the best. The best album to get signed. Not necessarily the best listen, but it's the best album to get signed. It's obvious. I can't believe you haven't got it. 0330 1, 2, 3, 12, 15. So that's... Oh, hang on a minute. Line 1 might get this. Yes, Line 1. What's the best Beatles album to get signed?
I want to kiss you on the mouth.
Okay, that's not really taking us anywhere, is it? But thank you so much for that. So much appreciated. There's a couple of people calling in. Let's try some of these. Let's try... Line 2, what's the best Beatles album to get signed?
The White Album.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the White Album. Of course it is. Because it's completely white. There's nothing on it, apart from a slightly raised The Beatles. That's it. Let's see if Line 3 was good. Line 3, what were you going to say?
I was going to say Sgt. Pepper, because it's the best album.
No, it's not. Sgt. Pepper's rubbish and overrated. And also, there's too much...
It's not rubbish.
Oh,
How can you say it's rubbish? It's the best album. It's the most hippie album. It's really good.
It's not. It's got 3 good songs on it.
No, it's got about 12 good songs on it, actually.
It's got 3. It's got Day in the Life, it's got Sgt. Pepper, and it's got Sgt. Pepper Reprise, and that's
they
it.
make up for the other ones that you don't like, obviously.
They're all rubbish. But also, there's too much going on in the cover. If he signs that, he might sign the bottom where it's a bit dark and you won't see it. No! It's got to be the White Album.
No, not the White Album. White is boring.
No, imagine that. You've got a white CD cover with Ringo Starr's name written on it by Ringo Starr! You fool! So, yes, Line 2, what do you want?
Hello, just like to say, you should take all bloody albums in, eh?
I should do what?
Take all bloody albums in and get them all signed.
I should get every album ever made by anyone in the world.
No, bloody Beatles, you bloody Beatles.
There's the best bit. There's the best. You're listening to the best bit podcast of the Iain Lee Show. Line 3, yes.
Hello, I think it should be Sandra Pepper.
Sandra Pepper?
Yeah.
He said Sandra Pepper. He said Sandra Pepper. Anyway, so stay tuned. Stay tuned if you want, but tune back in tomorrow at 11 o'clock to hear how it went with Ringo Starr. Did I have the balls to ask for a photo and a signed CD? Probably not. I very rarely do in those instances. Very rarely do.
You do know that there's a chance it may be filmed as well.
God, I've actually gone. It's like I'm making a porno tomorrow. I'm that excited. That's tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So the thing is, I'm doing this morning in the morning, so I'm up at 7:30, so no sleep. Then straight from reviewing the papers on that, off to meet Ringo. So I'm going to be a nervous wreck. Midday tomorrow, kids. Listen, I don't necessarily believe in all this cosmic hoobu-jubu, but if you could, just say a little prayer for me at midday tomorrow. Send out some positive vibes so that I can, we can make this happen, and it'll be awesome. I'm sure he's going to be lovely and charming. That'll be wonderful. Even if he was grumpy and told me to sod off, I'm still getting told to sod off by Ringo Starr! Brilliant! I'll have that! Whatever he does, if he were to do a dirty protest whilst I interviewed him, it wouldn't matter. It is Ringo flipping Starr. I am genuinely over the moon. I'm meeting a Beatle. I haven't told my mum yet.
Really?
I haven't told my mum. My mum will be jealous.
Is she a massive Beatles fan?
Huge Beatles fan. She will say, ask him if he remembers me when I saw them in concert in 1964. I don't think he will, Mum.
I was 600 to the left.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to remember. So I'm very excited. So I'm doing that. The weekend, Macca Pacca, what did you get up to? Anything exciting?
I watched people running.
Yep.
Which you partake
I did.
in.
I will be bragging about my marathon attempt later on. Yes.
Yeah. So we won't talk too much about it.
No,
but I was one of those people watching with a can of lager, and
lazy.
I felt so inadequate as a human being.
You are, and I can say this now as someone who ran at least a part of the marathon yesterday. I am better than you.
You are indeed.
I am better than you.
Yeah, you are much better.
Anything Saturday?
I was at work. I was here.
Oh, crikey.
Yeah,
dear. Well, dear listeners, you heard there, I ran the marathon on Sunday, and to make it even better, and to make me even better, I think I'm the only person who ran the marathon that wasn't being sponsored. I made a conscious effort. I didn't want to raise any money for charity at all. I was doing this purely to feed, fuel, and stroke my ego, and because I'm a celebrity. And it's kind of nice for celebrities to be seen out in public. And to make matters... some would consider this worse. I was paid a significant amount of money, more than £1,000 each, by 5 different charities.
Really?
Yeah, I was paid.
By charities?
I was paid by charities. So somewhere, there's some kid, I don't know, there's some kid in Africa who's not getting a meal and some spectacles because that money was going to me to buy me some, like, running shoes and stuff.
There must have been very good running shoes.
There is a disease that the cure, they almost found the cure. It's been put off by another 6 months because they gave me money to run the marathon. This is how cool it was. So if you ran the marathon on Sunday, big up yourself. If you didn't, shame on you. Shame on you, you lazy, good-for-nothing, useless, insignificant, worthless, snivelling little worms. Did the first 2 miles... you know when you run... this is true.
Yeah.
You know when you run constantly...
Yes.
I don't know how to put this delicately. It upsets your bowels and your stomach. Everything is like bumping up and down, but your body's not designed for that anymore. Evolution has got rid of that. So and what happens is it loosens your sphincter, and basically, I pooed myself. It's no shame in that. There is no shame in that at all because athletes regularly poo themselves whilst running long distances. I did poo myself after 2 miles, which is perhaps I should have gone before the race. I was unsure. I thought maybe I could make it anyway. So 2 miles, I'm running along. I'm just my anus open and poo everywhere, right? And so I was like there, oh God, what to do? And luckily there was an old lady in the thing, and she kind of spat on a tissue and wiped me down and everything. Oh. So I was a bit disorientated, right? So I had that, and then I thought I'm going to have a coffee, because I was near a Starbucks. So I had a coffee. So I'm a bit
2 miles in.
2 miles in. I'm not messing around. It wasn't for charities. It didn't matter. So I did that. And then I started running. I thought, well, I've got to carry on doing this. So then I ran for about another 2 miles. I thought, this all looks a bit familiar. I'd run back to the start. I'd run back to the start. So technically, this is the thing. Technically, I'd run 4 miles. Legally, I'd run no miles. I'd run 0 miles. So I had to start again and go back the other way. It's a bloody nightmare. Bloody nightmare.
Weren't there thousands of people? Were you like a salmon up a stream?
Well, I did think it was odds. I thought, what's happening up ahead? What are they running from? Is there a fire or something? So anyway, I managed to got to the... I didn't get right to the beginning. I saw the beginning, realised my mistake and went back. So I ran about a mile and a half that way. So then I managed to run back. And hard work, that marathon. And when everyone said, you should be doing some training and stuff, and I was like, poo-pooing them, maybe I should have done some training. So anyway, I finished in 5 hours... Which is, I say finished, I got to 19 miles, I thought, you know what, I am knackered. Stuff this, I'm going to go home. And I did. So I didn't complete it, but I'm still better than anybody who didn't attempt to run in the marathon yesterday.
Did you have to give a certain percentage back to the charities?
No. I did tell them. I told them I finished it. I said, oh, yeah, well done, I finished it. Thanks a lot. Yeah, lovely, cheers. Got me a nice Starbucks. So I didn't technically finish it, but, it doesn't matter.
You ran 19 miles.
What did you do yesterday, loser? Nothing. You, I'm speaking to you, Macca, and I'm speaking to you, listener, losers. And someone tweeted me saying, oh, so everybody that didn't run the marathon is a loser. Does that include doctors and nurses who are saving lives?
I saw that.
I wrote back saying, yes. Yes, it bloody well does. And then I wrote back saying, actually, that was a joke. Of course it doesn't. I respect the nurses and the doctors.
Yeah.
But if you're a fireman and you weren't running the marathon, Jesus, what were you thinking? Unbelievable. So tonight, dear listener... We're celebrating successful achievements, attempts, anything valiant you've done. If you want to rub it in the face of those lazy, good-for-nothing stoners who listen to this rubbish arse of a show, 0330 123 1215. We'll take your calls after this.
Oh, other people want to try you, girl, and I hope...
Radio.
Someone told me something interesting yesterday, that the women's course... for the marathon is half a mile shorter than the men's course because of their breasts they can't run as far as men. Is that true? 0330 123 1215. The Strokes. Get this, Macca. Some fool on the Facebook page, facebook.com/Iain Lee, said the White Album is the only album where Ringo sings 2 songs. Don't pass me by and carry that weight. What's wrong with that statement?
Oh, I'm on the spot. He sang more than 1 song.
What?
He sang more than 2 songs.
Carry That Weight is on blooming Abbey Road. He sings Don't Pass Me By and Good Night on the White Album. For goodness sake, what is the point of me coming in here and really really, I've been in this building since 5 o'clock this evening prepping this show. And it turns out you're all idiots. You are all idiots. You and you, dear listener. I'm pointing at the microphone and hoping that the finger is reaching out through the speakers or your headphones and just an inch away from your nose, and you're pulling back slightly in terror, but also realising I am correct. You are an idiot. Dave is in Malden. Good evening, Dave.
Good evening, Mr. Lee. How are we?
You don't care? Move on.
Okay, two things. The first one is...
Yes.
You're going to see Mr. Ringo Starr.
Oh, yes, I am. Tomorrow at midday. Did I mention that?
And you're more worried about yourself getting a CD signed.
Yeah.
He did Thomas the Tank Engine, your little boy, get him to do a message.
Oh, no, you played the little boy card. I hate you for that.
You've got to do it, man. The controller, Thomas the Tank. Your little boy loves you forever.
Little boy's never seen Thomas the Tank Engine yet, so it don't mean nothing, Dave. You can't have that one, sunshine.
But I'm sorry, you'll have that one up your sleeve for when he's naughty.
No. I'm not. Don't listen. In this equation, I am more important than my mother and my son. All right. This is very rarely I put myself above those two people, but I am more important than those people tomorrow between the times of 12 o'clock and 10 minutes past.
Right. The second thing, if you're going to be selfish like that...
I'm going to be very selfish.
The second thing is, because Macca Pacca's there, he did beat you at the party. Don't argue.
Sorry? We didn't at all. He was cheating.
When you did a party, he didn't cheat. There's none of this about reverbing his voice. It's all about holding your breath. He held his breath longer than you did.
I will do no such thing. He was well, you proved from your first point you're an idiot. He was reverbing his voice. He was doing some technique where he stopped making the noise. He was going, e. Do you want to go?
Excuse?
Do you want to go, David?
I'm not hard enough.
There we go, you see. 0330 123 1215. There's a telephone number if you want to give me a call. Talk about lots of things tonight. It's going to be a busy night. Mondays are kind of normally a little bit rubbish, but tonight I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Talking about meeting Ringo Starr tomorrow. A little bit nervous. Any questions you'd like me to ask him? Don't be rude. And my tongue is nowhere near my cheek when I tell you I'm genuinely excited. He's over with the All-Star Band. They're doing some gigs throughout June. I'm hoping to go to the one at Hampton Court, which is on June the 17th. I'm supposed to be doing a gig with Barry from Watford in Watford then, but to be honest, I'd rather go and see Ringo. So I'm kind of tempted. I'm probably going to pull a sickie out of that gig and not do that and go and see Ringo Starr instead. So any questions you think I should ask? Then please let me know. 0330 123 1215. Yesterday I ran the marathon. Yeah, kind of. I stopped at 19 miles. I could have finished it, but it really hurt. It really hurt. And I sort of thought, I'm not getting sponsored. What's the point? I've done more than most people. So what have you achieved recently? What have you done that you can kind of just rub in the face of those who haven't done it? And if you weren't sponsored yesterday, well done you. Well done you. Let's go to John. John has given us no location, which means he's a mysterious man of mystery. John!
All right, mate.
All right, John.
How's it going?
Yay!
Yeah, you're sounding on fire, mate. On fire.
All cylinders are firing. I'll peak in about 15 minutes, and then the rest of the show will be a bit of an anticlimax. So enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like my sex life.
Hey, listen. John, how old are you? About 42?
Yeah, that'll do.
46. So,
yeah.
When did it start? When did sex stop being a pleasure and start being a bit of a chore?
About a year ago.
Oh, really? Because I've started already. I think it kind of started in my late 20s for me. Like, I wish I was getting sex when I was 17, right? Because I can say it, I was hard all the time, right? And once, I think I can say this on the radio, John, I'm going to phrase something in a way that only a gentleman will understand. Once, when I was 16 years old, right, I had the flu, so I had the day off school, and I managed to do something 14 times in one day.
Nah, you're joking.
14 times. The 14th time I did fire sand, but up until then, 14 times in one day. I can't even do it 14 times in a year these days. This was on my own, I should stress. This was on my own. There was no one else there. I was, just so you know. Anyway,
as long as you weren't thinking about yourself at the time.
Only on 3 of them. Now, John, you've called in and you've taken us down a very, very unpleasant route, so shame on you for that. What have you got for us?
I once took part in a boxing bout at West Ham Football Stadium.
Oh yeah, go on.
And the ironic thing was, it was for an anti-bullying charity.
Hey, there we go. Well done. But you've introduced a new topic into the arena, and I like that. Ironic boxing matches. No, hang on, that doesn't work. There's a topic in there somewhere, dear listener. If you can think of it, because I can't. 0330 123 1215. And did you beat the other fella up?
Of course I did.
Well done. I would love. Did you have head guards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amateur stuff, isn't it?
I would love, more than anything, to punch a man in the face. Really, with all of my... Just to see how much I've got. All of my strength, punch a man in the face. Is it a really good feeling?
Getting hit's a good feeling. I do like that.
Sorry?
Yeah,
I'm going back to the bedroom again, Jonathan.
No, it's true. It feels right somehow. I know it's wrong, but it does feel right.
So it will be fair to say you like getting battered in the ring. Thank you very much. You see what we did there? Didn't he take that down? Didn't he take that down a dark cul-de-sac that we didn't need to go to? Ever punch someone in the face? I would love to. It's not an invitation for you punks to come up to me in the street and challenge me like I was Bruce Lee or something. But I would love... If any of you want to volunteer for me to punch you full in the face with all of my strength... I had to do some filming last week. And in it, there was... It's like a thing about spectrums, video game history of spectrums. Video game history. And there's a bit where I sort of pretend to be a schoolboy getting bullied. And I said to this guy, right, I want you to give me a dead arm. Right? And he did one take, and I was like, no, you just pretended, and that'll look like you're pretending on the camera. So what I want you to do is I want you to walk past and really give me a dead arm with all of your might. Don't worry, it won't hurt. It really give me... And he went for it. It smarted. Oh, dear, he was a big fella. And I didn't make the connection. But, of course, I had to then go, well done, good take. No, good take. And I'm thinking, please, director, tell me you've got that, because I cannot do that again. If you have to go for a second take, I will have to tell you that I am in a lot of pain. We didn't do a second take, but for the rest of the day, my left arm was held limp by the side of my body. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. There are topics out there. I think you can probably work your head around it. Another thing. Well, no, I'll do this later on. I want to... Macca Pacca.
Hello.
There's been a lot of protests recently. Student protests, protests, and democracy, anti-cuts, all of these protests, right? And I've not been on any of them, because, to be honest, I don't really care. But I don't care about anything. No, I care about nothing. But I'm kind of thinking we should have a protest for the show. We should all find something that we're all kind of a little bit peeved about.
Yeah?
Make up some banners and placards, all agree to meet at a certain place at a certain time on a certain day, and have a little protest.
I'm definitely...
It'd be good, wouldn't it? You'd be up for that?
Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
So listen, this is what we need you to do, is we need you to tell us what we're all a little bit peeved about. You know, nothing that we're furious. I mean, it's not like we should close Guantanamo Bay or pull out of Libya. None of that stuff, you know. Just stuff you're a little bit, that gets on my nerves, you know. Maybe they should show Cash in the Attic in the evening instead of in the daytime. Something like that. 0330 123 1215. I want to start a campaign and a protest for this show, but I don't know what I have feelings about. I need you to tell me. There's plenty there. Marathons, dead arms, punches in the face, and protest. God, this is a year's worth of show material I'm just spaffing out into the atmos this evening. 0330 123 1215.
Accidents are the cause of most house fires. Fire kills. You can prevent it.
Yeah, whatever. Who's been on the line the longest? Scott! Oh, hang on a second. Why is that not working? There we go. Scott!
Hello, Iain.
Scott Stewart, yes.
Are you in any pain after your marathon attempt yesterday?
Am I doing what?
Are you in any pain?
Yes, I've got very stiff buttocks.
Oh, no, that wasn't the answer I was expecting. I was expecting ankles or knees or something.
Oh, yeah, they're a little bit sore, but my buttocks are really stiff. And I need someone to massage them. Give me a deep tissue massage. Are you offering?
Well, no, I'm not willing to do that, I'm afraid.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
Where was it you pulled out?
It was about 19 miles.
Okay, well, do you know the marathon route well? Because I'm kind of new to London, and I went down and observed at Poplar High Street.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of, I think it's between 19 and 20. And I don't know if this is a usual thing for marathon runners to do.
Yeah.
But I was standing at the side, and it's quite next near a little Tesco's.
Yeah.
And this old man comes over to me, and he just says, "Look, mate, I'm running a marathon. Go in there and buy me a red Oasis."
Yeah.
No, please.
Oh.
No, not anything like that. And I felt obliged. I felt it was like a...
Now, was he really running the marathon, or was he just wearing short shorts and a little vest in the hope that he could blag us a week shopping for free?
Well, that's what I was thinking. It was because it was just round a corner. He could have just kind of jumped out there, couldn't he?
And then he went up to someone else right after you and said, "Oh, listen, I'm running a marathon. You couldn't get us a packet of fags and a chicken, could you?" That's what he was doing. He was getting his whole shop done.
Sod. Well, I went in, and then I realised that he didn't say please. He didn't say anything like that. So I went in, and then just to make myself feel a little bit better, I bought him orange Oasis.
Yeah, in your face, marathon runner.
And then I went back over, and the cheek of him, he didn't say thank you. He said, "Ask for red." And I was like, well, they only had orange.
Are you sure he wasn't just a homeless bloke? Because they can get a little bit arsey sometimes.
Yeah, I do attract them. They all come up to me, and I always end up giving them something as well. I don't know what it is about me.
There's a homeless guy. There's a very nice homeless guy near where I live, and we have a little chat every now and then. Up until a while ago, I would offer to buy him food, and would say, well, you see, we'd always be outside Marks and Spencer's, right? And I'd say, look, I don't want to buy the big issue because, let's be honest, it's not written that well. Would you like would you like something to eat? Oh, yes, I'd love a sandwich. So one day I said this, would you like something to eat? Oh, yeah, I'd love a BLT sandwich, right? From Marx's, so it's going to be quite expensive, and it's got meat in, so I'm not going to eat it. So I bought it, and I came out, and he'd buggered off. He'd gone. So then I spent 10 minutes, literally 10 minutes of my very precious time, I'm a celebrity, walking around Muswell Hill, trying to find him. And I thought, well, so I took the sandwich home and it didn't get eaten, so that's a waste of food. And then I saw him like 2 or 3 weeks later. I went, what happened? I bought you the sandwich. He said, oh, I forgot, and I went home.
Forgot?
I thought... And then he went home. Exactly. He went home. So he's just basically, he's just a bloke. And then my wife has seen him use a mobile phone.
Really?
Yeah, and she's like, what's a homeless person doing with a mobile phone? And you've got to think.
Yeah.
And I've tried to come up with arguments saying, well, maybe someone bought it for him, maybe it's, people phone him. He's got a mobile phone.
I used to live down in Portsmouth and saw a guy who's a homeless person I've given money to in the past walk out of Nike shop in Gunwharf Quays, which is like the designer outlet.
Gunwharf Quays, yeah.
And he had a shopping bag with new shoes in it.
Yeah. Well, there's another bloke right around there who goes and sells the big issue. Then he goes to the most expensive shop in Muswell Hill, it's like the organic shop. The shop I can't afford to shop in. And he goes and buys a load of stuff in there. I can't afford to buy stuff in there, and I used to be on the telly. Unbelievable.
It's quite good money that you get out of begging. You can get about £80 a day, apparently. I know it's not great, but...
Sweet. It's not bad, is it?
Yeah, you're sitting on the floor, and you could be doing something strenuous, difficult.
Scott Stewart, you've certainly given us food... Oh, that's me. Andy!
Yes?
Turn your radio off.
Sorry.
That's all right. What can I do for you, boss?
Phoning up about the ladies in the marathon.
Yes, someone told me this yesterday. The ladies' marathon course is shorter than the men's for medical reasons.
Yes. Load of rubbish.
Well, what makes you say that?
What about ladies with no boobs?
Well,
there's plenty of them run.
Well, there's plenty of them that run, but there's plenty of them. I would say, and I've not counted, Andy. I've not looked at the statistics recently. I would say that more ladies with boobs run than those without. And that the organisers,
on Sunday on telly.
And the organisers in this health and safety obsessed age that we live in have decreed, and apparently this is true. It's been like it for the last few years, that the women's marathon route should be shorter than the men's.
Should be, or it is.
It is.
I don't know.
You've got, hang on a minute. Within 30 seconds, you've gone from totally disbelieving it to you're not sure. If I were to do a little bit more work on you, Andy, I'd have you convinced, and you'd be protesting that it should be reduced to even more.
They start in the same place, and they finish in the same place.
They don't start in the same place.
They don't?
No, they don't.
It looked the same place to me.
It isn't.
Oh, my God.
I know for a fact they don't start in the same place.
I'm stunned.
You're stoned?
stunned.
Ah, that would explain it, Andy.
Not on a school night.
No, never on a school night. Thank you. That's why I didn't work for a year. Thank you very much.
It's the holidays, isn't it?
It's not. Is it the holidays?
Isn't it? It's the holidays. Yeah,
Could
it
be.
should be.
0330 123. Andre, Catania, Wayne, Vicky, be with you after this. Someone dropped off the line there. I don't know who it was. But that person is officially a loser. Oh, someone told me there's a bootleg recording of Charlie Sheen doing the stand-up. It's a stand-up, I use that term loosely. His live show. Is there? I wouldn't mind hearing that. I bet it's a stinker. Let's go to, I don't know how to say this. Catania?
Hello.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, you can call me Kat, though.
Hello, Kat.
Hello.
I like the name Kat. It works. It works on so many levels, Kat. Apart from, who's the tarty woman on EastEnders? Kat.
Oh, Kat Slater, yeah.
Oh, I wish my wife dressed like her.
Oh, no. Is she from Milton Keynes?
No, she's not, but my wife's hot, right? So she would look hot dressed up in Kat Slater's prostitute outfits that she wears.
I'm vaguely horrified now.
So was she when I suggested it to her, and
I bet she was.
Yeah. So then it was that thing where I suggested to her, in all seriousness, going, "Oh, you see that short, tight skirt and the boots and the big. You should dress up like that." And she got really angry, and I had to go, "What are you getting angry for? I was only joking." And inside I was going, "Oh,
I wasn't." Yeah.
Oh God, we'd have so much fun. Anyway, Kat, you've called in. What can I do for you?
Hello, I'm going to start the boring topic of dead arms,
Yes,
which
go on.
you brought up.
Yes.
I am a genius for the dead arm because
a genius for the dead arm. Well, you have a good
for the
technique.
dead arm. Well, no, I actually had a stroke. Had a stroke back in 2009.
Wow, how old were you? Are you?
I'm 25 now.
So you were 20. You were 23 then.
I was 23.
You had
yeah.
a stroke at 23.
I know, karma and all that.
Well, no,
but,
can I ask why? Were you caning it? What was there any reason?
No, I was a good girl. Just suddenly one day had a stroke, airlifted to hospital. I was just like, oh well.
Wow. What does it? I'm genuinely fascinated. What does it feel like to have a stroke?
You know, it was just like my arm was all, the whole one side of it was all jellified.
Yeah.
I can't think of a more descriptive.
Jellified is an excellent description.
I'm coining it. It's mine.
Well done. You should write. You should. You know what you need to do is, I don't know how people register. You know when people have diseases named after them, like Parkinson's disease and stuff like that.
Call it jelly disease. Or
I'm afraid we can tell that the patient had a stroke because at 5 minutes past 11 exactly, his arm went jellified.
Jellified. We did 15 minute drops around the clock. It's still jellified.
Still jellified. And medicine, and people will be, doctors will be training at doctor school. I don't know where he's going. Well, of course, and jellification, the term coined by Kat in 2011 for all the symptoms of the stroke. Wow.
That's
so okay,
it.
so you had a stroke, and what? So okay, go on.
And I got better, even though I've got brain tumours now, which caused the stroke.
God, okay, yeah.
Sucks to be me, but never mind.
Yeah, she said sucks. She said sucks. Don't worry.
Sucks to be me. It's
Yeah.
fine. So my friend gave me a dead arm, but they don't a lot of they'll know now, so they'll punch me in the other side.
Oh.
But it's pretty much dead still. It still moves and things.
Yeah.
It's weird, but I can't feel it much.
So you could pick up a couple. Which arm is it? Your left arm.
My right arm.
So you could.
Yeah.
Are you right-handed?
Yeah, it's a bit of a bugger, yeah.
Bad luck. So you could pick up a cup of tea and stuff with it.
Yeah.
But you can't really feel it.
No, it's strange, and the neurologist puts pins in me now and again.
Yeah.
He's probably not allowed to do it, but he puts pins in me. I like it, so and I don't feel anything.
Well, this is the trick you need to do. So people give you dead arms on that side and you don't feel it. What you need to do is you need to sit with like a big pen or one of those things the protractors or whatever. And say to your friends, listen, do you know how hard I am? Look at this, and then grab a fork, and just stab it into your arm. They'll be freaked out, Kat. They'll be freaked out. They'll think you're insane.
Well, I can punch people twice as hard as well, and it still doesn't hurt. That's what it was. I can give them, but yeah.
Wow.
It's great. It's great. It's
Well,
fantastic.
listen, how amazing that you've had a stroke, you've got tumours, but you're still looking on the bright side because it's given you a special power.
I can beat the crap out of people, even better.
So you've got super strength in that arm as well, have you? Like,
It is.
kind
It's
of bionic.
really, it's bizarre. But I picked up my friend's glass a couple of weeks ago, just smashed. But I was like, oh crap.
Wow,
and she's
listen.
just like, please stop coming to my house and breaking things.
You need to do now. Do you think you're going to use this power for good or for evil?
I don't know. It depends. It annoys me.
Evil.
Well, probably evil. Yeah.
Evil.
Yeah, so we'll go for evil.
Kat, what's going to happen? Oh, Kat, stay there. Look, we're getting a text messages coming in on the phone line. This never happens. Hang on, let's have a listen. See what they're saying.
Oh no, I know who it'll be.
To listen to the message, please hold.
Going to hold.
Or
Okay.
to save it, just hang up.
We're going to hold. Who's it going to be? Oh,
it's Dan.
Dan.
I hope
Hang
not.
on.
Waited for ages. Let someone on who can speak back. Brain tumour. So what?
What the hell was that? It was like Microsoft spam on speed or something.
That was a robot completely dissing you, Kat, for having.
Were they?
Yeah, there was a robot saying brain tumour. So what? Unbelievable. We don't think that here, Kat. I'm sorry you heard that. That was very, very rude.
Oh, it's all right.
rude.
It's okay. I think I know who it is.
But what? There are naughty people. Hey, listen, you should see the abuse I've been getting recently. Oh man, alive! I've had to go to the police with the abuse.
No,
I've
I've
been
been reading Twitter. You probably deserve some of it, I would imagine.
Excuse me, I just defended you against a robot. I'm on the
sorry.
robot side, for goodness sakes. You and your superpowers, you weird woman. Can they do anything about the tumours, or are they there now?
I'm waiting for. No, I've been for my last MRI with contrast dye, and so it'll be 2 weeks this Wednesday. So I should be getting the results back of what type of tumours they are.
Yeah.
So they've given me a couple of different breeds that they could be.
They've
so
given you the good story and the bad story.
They've been like, well, I was just like, if it's working on karma, I think I'm going to be not very well.
Oh no, you sound like Kat. Give us a call and let us know how it goes.
Yes, I will.
Lovely to talk to you.
Thank you.
Ta-ta. There we go. She's got a superpower.
I know.
Her arm, people can punch it, and she's stronger in the arm. I don't understand that bit. That's the weird bit. So I've got a bit of a frog in my throat this evening, and I'm coughing like a lunatic. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. I was going to play Catatonia, Mulder and Scully, a song that I actually rather enjoy. I'm afraid I don't have any time now, so instead what I have to do is I have to queue up one of these and press this.
The radio station you have on at the moment is called
Absolute Radio.
La la la. Baked beans, yep.
I used to have such a crush on Cerys Matthews. Such a crush on Cerys. What a woman. And then years ago, maybe 8 years ago, I was on a show with her and I couldn't talk to her. I was just giggling.
Really?
Giggling. Ay.
Did it remind you of who was that girl, the presenter you fancied and you had to do a show with her? The lady who does the house selling thing.
Sarah Beanie.
Sarah Beanie. You love her.
Sarah Beanie. Years ago, when I left LBC and before I came here, although maybe I was here then. I don't know. Anyway, BBC London said, "Come and do a show for us. Come and do a pilot for a show." And if it goes well, we'll let you do lots of shows. It was the only show I did. And I said, okay. They said, but we want you to present it with someone. What women do you like? I went, Sarah Beanie. They went, okay, cool. We'll see you next week. And I turned up, and Sarah Beanie was there, and we did a radio show together, and it was the weirdest, oddest show, the most incompatible duo ever. You know, it was a very strange listen, and of course we did not get the gig.
Was it incompatible because you were just staring because you liked her?
Well, we'd kind of met before and we knew each other. You know, we'd been on a few shows together and stuff. And she once said in Heat magazine that I was her TV pin-up. Yeah, me.
Really?
Yeah.
Cerys Matthews in one hand or Sarah Beanie?
I'd have them in both hands. What? Doesn't make any sense. Iain Lee, Absolute Radio, Macca Pacca is here with the A-Team, and we're zooming into the future as we take the ship that is the show into bold new places. If you want to give us a call this evening, 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. Lots on the plate. I'm meeting Ringo Starr tomorrow at midday. I'm very nervous because he's a Beatle, and we've got to play a Beatles song tonight. Have we got any Beatles songs? No, I tell you what we'll do. We'll have some fun later on. We'll play a Beatles song. So, any suggestions for questions for Ringo? 0330 123 1215. I ran most of the marathon yesterday, 90 miles. What did you do? If you've done something recently that makes you a little bit special, and you wish to gloat and really rub it in the faces of lazy people who don't really do a lot. Tonight's the night. 0330 123 1215. And also, we're quite apathetic here on this show, I think, and we need to grow some balls. I'd like to do a protest. I want to, get some banners made up, maybe a T-shirt, get a catchy slogan, and then get a bunch of us, that means me and you, dear listener, to march somewhere and protest. Maybe hand in, what are those things called where you sign them? Not documents, not the census, which I sent off today. What are they called?
Petition.
There we go, petition. Thank you, Macca Pacca. That is why you are the number one producer in this building right now. We'll get a petition and we'll hand it in somewhere. But I just need to know what we should protest about. I can't think of anything. I don't really, as I get older, I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. So if you've got any ideas, 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. Chavvy Vicky.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right.
What's that buzz on your line?
I don't know. I can hear it as well.
Are you hands-free?
No, it's no sort of like
what was that?
Things with ears.
Yeah, that was an unnecessarily dirty laugh, and so was that one. Have you
it wasn't intended to be.
Have you got a gentleman between your legs?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. I just thought I'd ask because some people do that. Some people we have had a couple phone up before, and they were at it.
Like rabbits?
Well, they say at it like rabbits. Do rabbits actually
Yeah,
have...
they multiply like you wouldn't believe.
But do they not just have lots of babies in one go?
No. They're just constantly at it.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus, why?
I don't know, because they don't enjoy sex. Only humans and dolphins enjoy sex.
Yeah, but not together. That's the thing.
No,
I found out the hard
not
way.
Together.
Rabbits are horrible. Really horrible, vicious creatures, and I hate them. And although I'm a vegetarian and I'm well into my animal rights, if David Cameron passed a law tomorrow saying that we are going to cull every rabbit in the country, wild, those in zoos, I don't know if they're in zoos, and pet rabbits, he would get my vote.
I've actually got 2 scars, one on my tummy and one on my arm from being kicked by rabbits.
Well, yeah, that's what they do. They're horrible, vicious little... even the cute, fluffy ones are the worst.
Mm-hmm.
They're the worst. God.
Like guinea pigs.
No. Well, guinea pigs eat each other.
No, they don't. That's
Yes,
gerbils.
they do. Well, they're...
No, guinea pigs are social animals. They like living together. Gerbils eat each other. I've had gerbils eat them.
Part of me can't work out if putting a guinea pig in... those plastic balls you put them in, they run around.
Guinea pigs don't go in plastic balls. Have you seen the size of guinea pigs?
You get a big plastic ball.
No,
Yeah.
you don't need a plastic ball for guinea pigs.
Yes, you do. Of course you do.
Don't.
I've seen a guinea pig in a big plastic ball.
Well, that's just wrong. They don't need to be in a plastic ball.
What do you put in plastic balls then?
I had house guinea pigs that just used to run around the garden.
No, because they can shrink to the size of a pea and get through mouse holes.
Guinea pigs are like the size of, I don't know.
You're thinking of tigers. Vicky, you've called in about something. You're embarrassing yourself. What, come on now.
Right, okay.
Focus.
You're seeing Ringo Starr tomorrow and you want questions for him.
Yes, I do.
What you need to ask him is whether he thinks it's okay for you to blow Barry out.
So?
For his show.
Oh, yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually.
No, it's a very good idea.
It is a very good idea. It's one of those interviews, right, where you've got 10 minutes and there will be someone sat there with a stopwatch. There will literally be someone with a stopwatch, right? Mm-hmm. And you never know. Whenever I do interviews, I only generally, apart from Pablo Francisco, whatever he's called, the awful American comedian, I generally only get people in that I really, really like, okay? And a lot of them, I kind of know, because I've seen them be interviewed a lot, I kind of know what I can get away with and how far I can push it. With Ringo, I have no idea what I can get away with and no idea how far I can push it. I'm sure he'll be lovely and charming, but he might not take to my cocky sense of humour, so I don't know. But yes, if I will know within...
If he doesn't mind the cocky sense of humour, you have to ask him that question.
I will know within 30 seconds of whether I can get away with it or not, or whether I'm just going to talk about Ringo Starr's all-star band.
I don't think he's going to be like that.
I don't think he's going to be
like
that.
The fact he did Thomas the Tank Engine makes me think he's not going to be like that.
Have a guess how old he is.
About 64.
He's 70 years old.
What?
Ringo Starr is 70.
Oh
I'm interviewing
God.
a 70-year-old man tomorrow.
How old's Paul McCartney?
He's got to be like 67 or something.
Blimey.
0330 123 1215. How old is Paul McCartney? Please, dear listener. He's their late 60s.
Yeah, no, that's just crazy.
What they should have done, as they went through their 60s, is they should have reenacted famous Beatle things from that year. So, like, when Paul was 64, he should have gone to America for the first time. Or, like, when he was 65, he should have had some acid or something. You know, just kind of kept, like, you know, and then tweeted about it.
No, they should do stuff like that. Can I just say one thing before you cut me off?
OK, I'm hovering over the cut-off button.
You pooed yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just find that highly amusing.
Well, you would do, Vicky, because you've never achieved anything in your life. You're a single
I passed
single
my theory
parent.
driving test the other day.
Oh, for goodness' sake!
Yeah.
Listen, your husband left you. You got 2 kids, and I've spoken to both of them on the radio, and they're a bloody mess, if you ask me.
And you pooed yourself.
Yes, because
yeah,
I was.
Yeah. At least I can hold my.
Go away, for goodness' sake! Unbelievable. I wasn't having a go at single parents there and single mothers before. You all jump on that bandwagon. I was just saying that Vicky's life has been one spectacular fail, whereas mine has been nothing but successful and glorious. Henry!
Hello.
Yes, sir!
Hi, good morning.
Good evening. It's not the morning till you had a sleep.
No, I've been working since midday.
So what?
Well, I'm still going. About the marathon.
Yes, sir. Did you run it yesterday?
No, I didn't run it yesterday, but I have run it. I run my own business now at the moment, so I ain't got time to run the marathon.
You haven't got time to run the marathon. It's only a few hours. Just sleep less.
Yeah, if I get any less sleep, I won't be sleeping at all. But anyway, they're the same distance. They are. They have to start the women in a different place from the men because the men outnumber the women that are that are going for a competitive time.
But the women's marathon is about a mile shorter. This is just over 25 miles.
I used to run it. I used to run it with the women.
You used to run the women's marathon?
No, I used to run it with women.
When was the last time
the race was smaller?
When was the last time you ran a marathon?
Oh, well, an actual marathon. Last time I ran one was about 20.
Okay,
it's probably about 20 odd years ago.
Okay, well then you will be aware that this rule was brought in 8 years ago.
Really?
Yes, sir. In 2003.
I was doing half marathons up until 3 years ago.
Half marathons are the men and women run half marathons the same distance, but women run shorter marathons.
Well, that's a new one on me.
It's
true.
It
was always that the women ran the same distance as the men, but because there were so many men running, the women started in a different place to give them a fair chance at, what do you call it?
Well, also, if they started the women, if they start the women further down the track, then the men will run faster because it'll be like Benny Hill going, wah! But yeah, so it's in 2000. I'm looking at it on Wikipedia now. In 2003, the change was brought in, and they've shortened the women's marathon. It's just over 25 miles because they were losing, and I'll put this delicately, they were losing too many women. Just that extra mile and a half was proving fatal.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. You got me there. Well, you learn something every day.
You do, Henry. Listen, thank you very much for calling, and well done for running a business. It's not to be sneezed at. That's a strange phrase, isn't it? Not to be sneezed at. Why? What's wrong? I had a fantastic sneeze today. I was looking up at the sky, and boy, this sneeze came from nowhere. I had no idea it was going to come on me. Wonderful. Kieran, when did you last have a good sneeze?
Would have been this morning.
There we go. You see, it's
proper massive one. I think I heard it from downstairs.
There we go. That's it. If you can disturb people on another floor, you know you are sneezing like a good 'un.
Oh yeah, I definitely make a point so that everyone knows I'm sneezing. Seriously.
I don't understand these people. Macca Pacca, you'll have come up. Although you look like the sort that might do it, Macca Pacca.
What's that?
It's generally girls, but sometimes you'll be surprised by a man that does it, and they go,
"Oh,
that's it." Let's go, and that's not a sneeze.
I totally agree, and I'm actually a little bit offended that you think I'm one of those sort of people.
You look quite effete. Is that a word?
Effete? Effeminate?
I think effete is a word though that means effeminate.
Oh,
I think it is. You look the sort. I think you've got very narrow shoulders, and that always makes me suspicious.
I've got my friends say, I can't believe I'm saying this to you, but my friends say I've got lady fingers.
In a box under the stairs. Ladyfingers. Yeah. Why do they call... There's a vegetable called ladyfingers.
Okra.
Okra, thank you. But but ladyfingers aren't green and edible, as far as I remember.
This is true. That's a very bizarre name to give a vegetable.
A very strange name, but delicious. Delicious. Kieran, what do you want?
Well, I just... a while ago you were talking about how you find zombies attractive and things with this one guy. About
let's focus on this. Not all zombies. I just think that some zombie women, the ones that have just turned into zombies, are very, very sexy.
Okay, fair enough.
Because there's just that wild abandon about them. They just don't care.
I guess you're right.
I am. Kieran, how old are you?
16.
You'll learn. You'll learn. You wait. One morning you'll wake up with strange sensations in your body and you'll go, lady zombies who've just turned. I'd see what that guy was talking about now.
Yeah. I was just wondering what you plan to do when the zombie apocalypse finally comes. Like, what are you actually going to do?
We've had this conversation already.
Have you?
I've done this like 4 times in the last 5 weeks.
Okay.
Well, it depends. If they got my family, I would probably kill myself. The weapons I would, if they didn't, I would go to the mountains. The weapons I would choose are a machine gun, a chainsaw, and a flamethrower. And I would kick some serious zombie ass. And I would start up a little band of people, and we would go and live in the mountains. I've got a CB radio, so I would be the leader, and that would be that.
Yeah, my school across the road from me has got an armoury, so we get GP rifles from there.
The school across the road from you has got an armoury. Where do you live? In New York City or something?
Yes, Whitgift in South Croydon.
There's a school in Croydon that's got guns.
Yeah, we've got an armoury.
You are talking out of your teenage backside.
I am not.
A school.
I'm telling you.
You are
we
telling
have
me
a shooting club. We have a rifle club.
A school in Croydon trusts you little oiks with guns.
We have a CCF, Combined Cadet Force. It's a military thing.
I used to do that.
Goodness sakes. Burn the guns. Melt the guns. Melt the guns, Kieran. Melt the guns. We don't need them.
Why?
We don't need them.
Really?
Yeah, we don't need guns. Why do we need guns?
Because of anarchists.
When was the last time an anarchist was shot in this country? Probably about 1915.
Yeah, I know, but, whenever there's, like, a massive global panic or, like, a countrywide panic, people are going to rise up and you need to, like, control them.
When did that last happen in this country, Kieran?
It's just, like, human nature.
When did that last happen in this country, that there was a massive panic and uprising and people had to be controlled with guns? When did that happen?
A long time ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you. I have to stop this song because my mate Dave, Northern Dave, is listening. This is the kind of text I get from my friends. Iain, I'm being a knob. I'm listening in the car. Say hello. Dave, I will do no such thing. Apologies for interrupting the record.
Bye.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Do you use the internet, Macca Pacca?
Pardon?
Do you use the internet?
I do use the internet. Yes.
Do you go on forums?
Only for work.
People on forums are right arses, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then they're horrible. I've had a great weekend. I was bored at bits of it, and winding up people on the forum about Talk Sport. They've been slagging off Matt Ford, who I think is brilliant. Right? And people on the forum, they're going, yeah, but you're his mate. I'm his mate because I thought his show was so brilliant. I sent him an email saying, I think your show's brilliant.
Yeah.
Can we go out for lunch and we'll talk about radio and stuff?
Yeah.
I think he's brilliant, right?
That's a nice thing to do.
It is a nice thing. I think his show's great. I think he is the best phone-in radio host in this country at the moment, without a shadow of a doubt. Better than me. I'm kind of a bit off par at the moment, and he's better than me at the moment. This on this digital spy forum, it's just full of arseholes. Just horrible, bullies and cowards and stuff like that. So I had great fun going in there and stirring them up a bit and winding up. And they all get so... and one guy, his comeback was, I only spend 2 hours a day on this forum. I only spend 2 hours a day on a forum? Is that all? Jeez! I couldn't believe it. I only spent 2 hours a day on the forum. What you got me for?
That's outrageous.
And they always go under their pseudonyms and...
Yeah.
Then... Hey, listen, we do this job and it's fine, and of course we're open to criticism and stuff like that. But these people, what they do is... They used to do it for me. They don't do it so much. When I was on another station, they don't do it so much now. But for this Matt Ford guy, they go... looking forward to listening to Matt's show tonight. I bet it's the same old rubbish. Here's a suggestion. If there's a show you don't like...
Don't listen to it.
Switch off the radio, or find another radio station, or listen to a podcast of a show you like, or watch a film, or go and make love to your wife, or read a book, or go and do something for charity. Go and do anything.
Yeah.
And this show's on like 1 till 6 in the morning. Yeah. So they'll listen at like 4 in the morning and go, yeah, same old rubbish. He's playing tapes of the highlights. He's talking about football now. He shouldn't be talking about football. That's for the others, for Stan Collymore to do. You just think, for crying out loud, it's just a radio show. You don't like it. He won't be there forever. He might be gone in a week. He might be gone in 6 years. He won't be there forever. Same with me. I might be... hopefully I will be here for a while, but my contract runs out in January. Who knows? I might do something tomorrow, get taken off the air. Who knows? You don't like this.
It's sad to live to complain.
To live to complain, exactly, and that's what they're doing, and it's just, I just find it would be great. It would be great if I don't know who the head of the internet is. It's probably Richard Branson or someone. I don't know who it is, but if the head of the internet decided to say, right, what we're going to do is we're going to close all forums, going to close down because they just incite bullying, cowardly bullying, and it's very unpleasant and creates a lot of power. And the world would instantly, bam, be a much better place. Instantly be a much better place. It used to upset me. What they say on these forums, it used to upset me quite a lot. I genuinely don't care now. And I do take great pleasure going on there and winding them up, because you can imagine them in their bedrooms in their pants going... 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Tony, no, one up, be with you after this.
Where did you go?
In the Absolute Radio, 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. We're talking protests, we're talking marathons, we're talking idiots on forums, and whatever you fancy. Let's go to Callum and Charlie. Yes.
Hello, Ian.
Yes.
Can you hold on a second? We're just putting you on the TV.
Okay, you do.
Yeah, we're putting you on the TV. Can I sing Happy Birthday to somebody, or can you join in?
No.
Oh, go on, Ian. No, you want to.
That's never going to happen.
Can we put a little dedication on the radio then?
No.
All right, bugger that then. How was the marathon? I saw your tweets on Twitter even.
Right, you need to turn the television off.
The TV is turned off. How was the marathon? I saw on Twitter you were knackered.
It was hard work, and at 90 miles I thought, sod this, I'm going home.
Nothing's hard work for a celebrity like you.
Yeah, well, exactly. I should have been carried around on a sedan chair.
You should have been like on the magic carpet, carried around London.
Have they invented magic carpets yet that actually fly? They must have done by now.
I'm sure they do, or if not, I'll buy one for you. We'll find one for you.
They must have done.
Like you, Ian.
I forgot about the magic carpet, but they must have invented. They must have the technology now where you can make a carpet fly.
They must have. Me and Barry from Watford. We'll go for a ride around London, a bit of sightseeing, London Eye.
Okay. I'm never going to meet you, Callum.
Oh, you are?
No.
You are?
No. Never going to meet you. Never going to meet you.
Do you really? Do you want to put some money on that? Well, I'll pop down to Absolute Radio. Happy birthday, Beth. We'll pop down to Absolute Radio.
Aha! I dumped that so it didn't go out on the radio. I dumped it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm cutting you off before you can get it in again. Ha ha ha! Don't try and sneak a birthday wish through. Don't try and sneak a birthday wish through, for goodness sakes. We're better than that. Joanna. Good evening, Joanna.
Hello.
You're there's a little giggle there. You nervous?
No.
You should be, because I'm going to be really nasty to you. I won't at all. I'll be lovely.
Okay.
What can I do for you?
Just wanted to chat.
Okay. Well, go on then.
What is your biggest fear?
Having a nervous girl phone up who doesn't say much and say she wants to have a chat.
Okay, that's nice.
What's your biggest fear?
I'm not scared of anything.
You're not scared of anything?
Nope.
How about a spider in your mouth?
No.
How old are you, Joanna?
14.
Okay, I won't say the next thing I was going to say then.
Mr. Grace might be listening.
Yeah. How about 100 spiders? Okay, this will scare you, right? Is your mum around? Not literally, but is she like alive and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're talking to your mum, and do you get on with your mum?
Yeah.
Right, so you're talking to your mum and stuff, right?
Mhm.
And you're just sat there, and she's just sat there, and she's talking, and then suddenly her eyes roll into the back of her head, right? So you just see the whites of her eyes, right? And she starts shaking, and you're like, oh my God, Mum. And then she opens her mouth, and 1,000 spiders and snakes come out.
No, that wouldn't scare me.
What? That wouldn't scare you?
Nope.
That's the scariest thing in the world! There is no... How can that not scare you? Your mum is sat there, and she's, like, foaming at the mouth a bit, and 1,000 spiders and snakes come out.
Uh-huh.
That wouldn't scare you?
Nope.
Wow, you're tough. Fair play. No, fair play, Joanne. If that wouldn't scare you, then you are very, very tough.
Maybe you're just a crybaby.
Well, I'm a crybaby because I'd be scared of 1,000 spiders and snakes coming out my mum's mouth.
Yep.
I'd be terrified.
Why? They're not going to do anything to you.
Well,
they're just going to crawl out her mouth.
Yeah, okay, but they might crawl into my mouth and into my gut.
They would only crawl into your mouth if you had your mouth open.
No, they could prise it open. The snake, like one snake, a tiny snake, could like slither through my teeth, and that would like open it, and then the rest could climb in.
But what if you strangled the snake?
There's 1,000 of them.
Well, then you get a bat, and then you start hitting them.
I haven't got a bat.
Well, I do, so...
Well, then there you go, Joanna. That's you're prepared
She
for...
forward planned it.
She's prepared for any eventuality.
Yeah, and when the zombies come, I can hit the zombies with them as well.
Joanna, I know you're 14, but have you started drinking?
No.
Oh, okay. Anything else, Joanna?
No.
We'll say good evening, then. That was weird, wasn't it?
That was a little bit.
Let's have the monkeys, shall we? I love the Monkees. I love that song. It's genuinely one of my favourite songs in the world. Whenever I hear it, good things happen. But tomorrow, I'm interviewing the drummer of the Monkees' greatest rivals, of course, Ringo Starr from the Beatles. So shall we? Shall we, kids? Oh, yes, we shall.
I'd like to be under the sun in the shade.
There's one bit in this song towards the end when it really rocks out. This is a great remix version.
Knows where we've been.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Oh, look, it's 20 to 1 already. How did that happen? Mark Crosby, Stills and Nash is on at 1 o'clock. There's loads of calls. Let's rattle through these. One nut!
Hello, sweetheart.
We haven't got time for this.
What?
Hurry up!
There's no such thing as zombies. I'm not scared of spiders, I'm scared of wasps. And I jumped off Middlesbrough Transporter Bridge for charity.
Were you tied to a bit of plastic?
I was tied to a little, like this sort of, bungee rope.
I wouldn't. The bungee jump is the most
yeah.
ridiculous. I know. I'm commenting on it now, so you can keep quiet. Yeah. The bungee jump is the most ridiculous form of. Could you stop rattling your phone, one nut? Thank you. The bungee jump is the most ridiculous form of fundraising ever.
Yes, but it was for charity.
I would rather just write a cheque. I would say, what? How much would I raise? £500? Here, let me just hang on a second.
Whoa! Excuse me.
How much
did
you?
£1,000.
You raised £1,000.
Yes.
You personally, from doing your bungee jump.
Me and a friend raised £1,000.
Ah!
For cancer research.
So that works out at £500 each.
But
so
even
no.
so.
So that works out at £500 each.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you very much. One night. It's very nice to talk to you. Ali.
Hello.
Jeez, what are you phoning from inside a vacuum cleaner or something?
No.
Okay. What's that noise?
What noise?
That noise. Listen, everyone be quiet. Listen.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear that noise?
No, I can't hear that noise.
Well, okay. We all can, so what can we do for you, Ali?
Well, you said earlier, call us if you've done something you wanted to gloat about.
Yeah, but please do. Rub it in our faces, sir.
Right, well, I just climbed a crane.
What, now?
Yeah.
Are you at the top of a crane?
No, not at the moment.
Oh.
No, I've come down now.
Okay, why did you climb a crane?
Because me and some mates fancied climbing a crane.
Jeez, how high is the crane?
About 25 stories.
So I'm assuming you've done this illegally. You're not a crane operator.
No, unlawfully.
Okay, well, we have to say, to cover my ass, that we don't...
Don't try this at home, kids.
Yeah, don't try this at home, and we, of course, do not in any way condone the illegal climation of the aforementioned crane. What? You're not worried that you're going to fall off and die?
No, I'm not going to fall off and die. Crane operators don't fall off and die, do they?
Well, no, but crane operators have, I think I'm correct in saying this, they have jetpacks in case they do fall off.
I think that's not true.
Parachutes?
No.
Okay. Is it, you're climbing up, it's just like a ladder, is it, you climb up?
Yeah, there's a ladder in it.
Well,
but then, like, at the top bit of the crane, there isn't a ladder. And I've got, like, me and a mate who did it, we've got, like, rope and harnesses and stuff like that. So we climbed the last bit with rope and harnesses.
Where did you get rope and harnesses from?
Well, I do rock climbing.
Oh, he's not just some lad out on the lash. He's a bloody rock climber.
This is more safety equipment. We use more safety equipment than the people who actually operate the crane use.
Then, did you film it? Have you got photos of this?
Yeah, it's for photos and filming it. Okay. That's all.
Do you know the really big cranes, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what they need to put them up?
Yeah, cranes.
They need a crane to put a crane up, but then how do they get that crane up? That's insane.
What they do is they build themselves. What they do is they hoist the section up themselves, right?
Yeah.
And then under the cab they sort of slot it in and then climb up it.
It was getting a little bit dull there. And that was my fault. Ali, well done, although very, very naughty and shame on you, and we don't condone that at all. It was getting a little bit dull there. But to build a crane, you need a crane. It's ridiculous behaviour. Ridiculous.
It is a bit weird.
Stupid.
Not gonna lie.
Stupid. For God's sake. Let's go to Noel Taylor. Yes, go on.
I've just sort of an invention, a lift for a crane.
You can stop emailing us, Noel.
Okay.
I tell you why, because you send so many emails that Eloise, when she used to work here, and now myself and Macca Pacca, we don't read them.
Okay.
So I would just suggest, save yourself. I mean, if you want to send them, do send them. But whenever we see an email from Noel Taylor, we skip to the next one.
I haven't sent one for ages.
You sent one... I had one in my inbox when I came in.
You couldn't have done.
I could have done, and indeed, I did.
It wasn't me.
It was from Noel Taylor, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I did.
Paul McCartney's 48, by the way.
48?
Sorry, 68.
There we go, thank you. Thursday the 14th and one today. You sent one today, Noel.
Well, I didn't.
You did at 10:57.
I didn't.
You did. You sent one at 10:57 today, yes. And then you sent one on Thursday the 14th. And before that, you sent one on the 5th. And before that, you sent one on you sent two on the 28th of March, one on the 24th, one on the 23rd, two on the 22nd, one on the 21st, one on the 17th, two on the 16th, one on the 15th.
All right, okay.
So,
I've got an idea for you. I think you'd be a good double act on the 17th of June at the Watford Palace Theatre with Alex. With Barry from Watford, I should say.
Yes. What?
I think you'd be a great double act.
Right.
So that's just a suggestion. My invention to make people rich, your listeners rich, is a dog relief stop. So you know how you can bump into people on blind corners, street corners.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, what you do is you have this box. It's a bit like the gritting boxes for the councils.
Yes.
It's a little bit like that, and it's like the lid's at an angle so that a dog can cock its leg up, and it's got salt in it, so it can be used as a dual purpose. So it can be used for getting rid of the ice off roads, and it's a dog relief stop.
But that's literally your worst idea ever, and you've had some pretty bad ideas, because you cannot control where a dog goes.
But they're intelligent creatures. A lot of people
they're not.
They're not.
Dogs are not. Dogs are stupid.
Some dogs are very, very clever. I think it depends on the breed.
Dogs is well stupid. They're all stupid.
Didn't you watch Britain's Got Talent the other day?
No.
With those two performing dogs. They're amazing.
I didn't watch Britain's Got Talent, partly because I don't like seeing mentally ill people being used in such a way.
I did apply for it once.
Now, there we go, you see. I don't mind making the odd exception myself, but generally.
I've applied for quite a few things like that. Like
Yeah, okay. Let's.
What was that idea?
I wasn't actually listening, to be honest. Whenever Noel comes on, this is true, and I feel a bit bad. I don't feel bad. Sorry. Whenever he comes on, I use it as an opportunity to check my emails, and I was checking my emails then, and Tony in Epsom.
Hello, it's Tony.
I know that. Hence, I used your name to introduce you.
That is correct.
Correct.
I am Tony.
Yes. Again, we have established that. Yes. Is it?
Yes.
This is Tony. Yes.
You would be correct, my friend.
Excellent,
yes,
my friend.
I
yes.
would like to say that your idea for a petition is marvellous.
Okay, well, but can I just reiterate, for anyone who's just tuned on early, who hates this show but has tuned in for the Mark Crosley show, which starts at 1 o'clock. He's coming, don't worry. We're looking to start a protest on this show about something. We don't know what. We're going to get a petition, we're going to get banners, we're going to all go on a march, maybe, have a bit of lunch afterwards. I don't know. But we're going to, little bit of lunch. And Tony has called in. You've got an idea for us, have you, Tony?
Tony, yes.
Is this Tony?
Yes, it is Tony. Yes, correct. I would like to ban hay fever. It's disgusting habit. I've had it before, but no, yes, it's a habit. You can choose to have it. Yeah.
Well, it's a. Well, the thing is, this is the question, isn't it? That is asked often. Is it a lifestyle choice, or are you born with it? Oh no, hang on, that's homosexuality. You're saying hay fever.
Hay fever.
Yes, okay. I do get the two confused sometimes, which is going to be terribly embarrassing. Boy, some of the parties I've been to.
I feel your pain, brother.
Thank you.
Yes. Hay fever. I think it should be banned.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's not a bad. That's not a bad suggestion. Actually, I could see us marching through the streets with banners proclaiming that hay fever should be outlawed. Yeah.
And a huge tissue as well to blow our noses on.
We could do the yes. We could do the what's the word for the thing you sign?
Petition.
We could do the petition on a tissue. We could be a petition.
I like that.
Now you see where this is going.
This is going all the way to the topmost of the popmost.
Kleenex.
Well, yeah, we'll get Kleenex to sponsor it.
Kleenex man size, but human size. Yes. Is this Tony?
Is this Tony?
Yes.
Well, thanks for calling. What was your name again? Sorry, caller.
Tony.
Thank you, Tony. Julie.
Hello.
Hello, Julie. Oh, goodness.
Why can't you remember the word petition?
Oh, I've just cut Julie off. Hang on, Tony, are you still there?
Hello.
Yeah, I meant to cut you off. I've cut Julie off. Hang on a second. Let me call her back. I've cut him off now. Sorry, I don't know why I can't remember the word petition. I don't know. That's what the question was. I don't know why I can't remember it.
Had a busy weekend.
Julie, I do apologise. I wasn't angry at you pointing out my weaknesses at all. I meant to cut that freak off and I cut you off. I don't know why I can't remember the word petition. Now, this is interesting, right? The last 6 months or so, there have been more and more simple words that I can't remember. And I've started using different words. Now, is it because I'm a dad and that's what dads do? I don't know. Is it because I've not been getting much sleep? Or is it because of I'm ill? I don't know.
Oh, well, it could be a combination of all kinds of things, but,
hypochondriac.
Dying off, I think.
Hypochondriac me is thinking, what is wrong? What is going on?
Oh, no, it happens to us all. Anyway, I wanted to talk about you doing this marathon, because I did the London Marathon in 2001.
Yes.
And I like to consider myself, 2001, a race oddity.
Yes, there we go.
The thing with the poo, having a poo when you're doing the marathon, I used to run quite a lot, but I don't anymore because I knackered my knees up.
Yeah.
But the poo used to disappear back up my bum. So we must have a different sort of bowel.
I just want you to clip this bit. Can you just say that sentence again?
Yeah, it used to disappear up my bum.
Use the whole. Say the poo used to disappear up my bum. Away you go.
Yes.
Say it.
The poo used to disappear up my bum.
Can I get a clip of that? Put my hotkeys. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll do.
There we go. Well, Julie, that's not something you sound like such a nice lady, and that's not something that you hear every day, is it?
Which I don't know why I find it so easy to talk about, really.
No, you sound so normal and vaguely posh. And
I am not posh at all, but I do it for a job as well. I clean people's bums for a living in the hospital all day long. I mean, I suppose it's kind of common nature to me.
Oh, well, listen, I have cleaned people's backsides, and it's you've done it. You do it once, it's like, well, whatever.
Well, exactly. It's
But well done you for
anything new, is it?
Well, exactly. Well done you for doing it, though, and it isn't a particularly nice job, but well done. It's, someone has to do it, and good for you. Well,
can I just tell you quickly about living in Liverpool?
Yeah, go on.
And when I was 8 years old, the Beatles were like big. 1963 it was, and they were like massive icons to me. Yeah. And like when you were going on about Ringo earlier, I thought, oh wow, it's this thing, isn't it, about the Beatles?
They are magical. They're magical.
Yeah.
What should I ask Ringo tomorrow?
Oh, I don't know, but I was just going to say, I finally came to Liverpool after just thinking the place was so iconic that I couldn't even visit there. Now, does that make me sound really weird, or do you kind of know what I mean?
Julie, that doesn't make you sound weird. The bit when you said about your poo going back up your bum, that made you sound weird. Julie, I've got to move on because we're running out of time. Thank you very much for that. What a lovely lady. Probably last call of the night is Rob Bonet.
Yay!
Yay! Save you're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna put you down. And thanks for treating me like an idiot. I know how to use Mega Upload. Wait till the countdown finishes, fool. It's a RAR file. Extract it, and then it'll be MP3. You muppet.
Listen, some of the things you say sometimes, and I think, what bus has he just fell off? Considering he does games podcasts.
I'm a technological genius.
What's a hundred? Anyway, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you very much. I'm reading
protests.
Yes.
Right. People protest to get people like up in saintlyhood, right?
Yeah.
Logic of thought. Mother Teresa did a lot of good work, not really fit.
Yeah. Okay, that's true.
Princess Diana, some people found her fit, did a lot of good charity work.
Yeah. I walked past her in the street once, and I thought she was stunning.
Well, this is the one.
Here we go.
Nell McAndrew.
Ooh.
She did the marathon again.
She did do the marathon, yes, I saw her, yeah.
Looked super fit.
Fit, yeah. Ooh.
And I had a nutty picture of her on my wall through uni years.
Oh, good lad.
So that's option one.
Yeah. What, to make her become a saint?
Yeah, Saint Nell McAndrew.
Okay.
Or Mother Nell McAndrew. What would it be?
I couldn't call Nell McAndrew Mother. Saint. We'll make her a saint.
Dame, isn't it?
Dame.
She called me Daddy. Anyway.
Oh, dear God. I'm waiting for the clock. We've got 30 seconds. I don't know if I can... Maybe I will finish early.
My second part is, obviously, I'm blessed.
Yes.
And this is a problem in life. Now, this may affect you, Ian. When I buy swimming trunks, they're too tight.
Right.
So, up front, we need more material.
Yeah.
Do you suffer from that?
I can't say I've ever noticed, no.
Yeah, Fandango doesn't smile much these days.
Right, I'm going to cut you off, Rob, because you're an idiot. There we go. So, Macca Pacca, lovely, excellent work, as always. What does it feel to be part of the team now?
Oh, I'm very honoured, and I'm...
Good for you, doing a fantastic job. One of the best producers I've worked with. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Dear listeners, see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. But pray for me at 12 when I'm interviewing Ringo Starr. Mark Crosley, Stills and Nash is up next. If you missed the show, do download the podcast. I'll be back tomorrow at 11. Ta-ta.